everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we are on day 2 of an entire week of Glam Shop palettes, and I think yesterday already went pretty good, but I have a feeling today is going to go even better because this is definitely one of my absolute favorite palettes from Glam Shop. This is a Laguna palette that we're going to be dealing with for today, and when I show you this color story, boom, it is like all of the beautiful mermaidy, like turquoisey greenish blue shades, and I absolutely love the pops of orange and red because they give it something extra. I don't know what it is, but like the combination of like a good turquoise blue with an orange is just perfection to me. So I am super duper excited to be using this palette today with you guys. And as usual, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to swatch all of the shades, and then I'm going to get into the eye look that I'm going to create for today. And I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know how it is in comparison to yesterday's look, and we're just going to keep that rank flowing on which ones are going to be the best looks of the week. So let's go ahead and jump right in with the swatches because I need to touch some shimmers. So first shade up is an absolutely beautiful iridescent Kaleidos. And it's got like a really nice yellowish kind of undertone to it with also a little bit of green and blue shift. So look at that shine of that yellow. You can see tiny bits of hints of green and blue as I move my hand around, but it is just, for an iridescent shade, this packs a punch. So I just absolutely love that shade for like the pop in the inner corner or to use as a topper on a deeper shade. I love them. Next up, we have a beautiful orange shimmer Reisky. Yes. And this guy is definitely, it's still very pigmented, but the shade of orange that it is blends very well into my skin tone, but it also has some yellow, like speckly shimmers on there as well. So you can see next to this guy, it's definitely not quite as standing out. Got a little bit of pinkish in there as well. You can see it definitely better as the light shifts, but also a very beautiful shade, and I can assure you it does show up on the eye. Then we have another lighter kind of iridescent shade Pushipwith. And this guy looks like it's got a little bit of a bluish sort of undertone to it. Also still very much an iridescent, but not nearly as shimmery as this guy. So as it comes in close, you can see a little bit more of those bluish undertones than what this guy has, but still very much an iridescent, but not quite as foiled as that first one. Then we have a kind of turquoisey green matte shade Rozgwiazda. And very pigmented. That is a lovely turquoisey green. I would say ever so slight hints of mint in it, but definitely leaning more towards turquoise. Ooh, this guy layered on top of that guy. That'd be beautiful. Then we have a beautiful green shimmer Atoll. And this definitely has more hints of mint in it. And also some blue shimmer, so you are gonna see a bit of a shift from green to blue. So we start off with that green, and then as it comes in close, you can see a little bit of that blue where it kind of matches up with this turquoise shade, but then as I turn it, it stays more green. So a little bit of a shifty shimmer shade with that one. Then we have the red shimmer Boginka. Very nice. Definitely has a little bit of like more corally tones to it, and also has a little bit of some orangey shimmers on top of the pink. So you can definitely see that it is a pink base and then has more of that orangish shimmer on top. Then we have a deeper teal shimmer Poivak. Oh, that's my mermaid shade. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is a beautiful, beautiful teal blue. Oh my goodness. Such a gorgeous shade. Holy smokes. Oh, I love a good mermaid blue. That's probably my favorite color. Then we have Laguna, which the formula of this one is a little bit thicker, more similar to some of the deeper marble shades that Glam Shop makes. And this is a deeper navy evergreen shade. It's a little bit greenish blue with some speckles on top, and definitely has a darker base, so from far away it looks almost close to black, but as you get in close you can see those kind of tealish undertones with it. And it does have almost a little bit of some goldish speckles on top as well. Then we have our last matte shade, which is Rafa, and this is definitely a deep navy matte shade. And so you can kind of see next to the navy how this has a little bit of that evergreen with the navy mixed in to make it a little bit warmer of a tone than the navy. All right, so this is the entirety of the palette. We've got some really nice iridescent shades that we're gonna be able to work with, some really pretty shimmers. And I think I'm gonna stick more so with the bluish green shades. And I think in the inner corner, I might just use this lighter iridescent shade. I've done looks in the past with this palette where I did include the orange and the red. I just think that for this one in particular, I kind of want to stay a little bit more on the bluish side. All right, so I think to start, we're gonna go into the lighter teal matte shade on the inner half, and then we will slowly blend that out with the deeper navy matte shade on the outer half and do the same thing underneath, and then just start applying the shimmers on top, because I think we're gonna end up using 1, 2, possibly 4 shimmers on the lid. So we're gonna get a ton of use out of the shimmers as well as the mattes. Alright, so I will say that this shade did have a little bit of some kick up that ended up on my nose a little bit, but it brushed away very, very easily, and so that is great. But the matte shades in this palette are the same as the Tropicana one from yesterday, where you do have that decent amount of kick up, so that's just something to keep in mind. And so since I keep doing my face makeup before I do the eye look, I have to keep cleaning it away. So I would definitely recommend for pretty much any Glam Shop palette that you do your eye look first and then do your makeup afterward. So now we're gonna go into that deeper navy shade, and I'm gonna do that on the outer corner and then slowly blend it together with the lighter turquoise shade in the middle. Alright, and for the under eye, I'm just going to recreate the same blend. So we're going to go back into the lighter turquoise shade and then into the deeper navy shade to blend it out. Alright, so the matte shades are on and they are blended, at least the way that I normally blend, which is iffy. And so now we are gonna go and start layering all of these shimmers. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna start with this guy, then we're gonna go to this guy, and then to this one. That'll be the order, and then we will still use this one on the inner corner, so we won't use this guy. Okay, I have the plan. First shade is on. A little bit of glitter, but nothing too terrible yet. So now we're gonna go into that nice turquoise blue for the middle. Oh man, these are layering so nice already. Oh gosh. All right, next we're gonna go into the Laguna shade, which is that really deep greenish bluish shade for the outer corner. All right, so that is all of that. So now the last thing to do is to put that pop of color in the inner corner. I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit crazy with how pigmented it's going to be. So we're hitting this guy. right, I actually ended up layering 3 different colors because I found that just this guy on its own ended up blending into this shade, like to where you couldn't even tell that there was a difference on there. So then I ended up taking this guy on top, which boosted the white iridescent portion a little bit more, and then I added in a little bit of the orange just to kind of warm it up so that it has a little bit of more a yellowish marigold type shade. So I'm going to tightline and throw on mascara, and then we will be back for the final look, and I'll come in close so you guys can see all of the shimmers and just everything and how it came together. All right, and we are back with the final look, so I'm gonna come in extra close. And this way you guys can see absolutely all of the shimmers in all of their glory. I ended up just using a nice lighter turquoise liner for the tight lining, and so I think that that blended really, really nicely with the lighter turquoise shade. So I think this look turned out absolutely great. This is easily one of my favorite palettes from Glam Shop. The shimmers are so good. They're so shiny. The matte shades are so pigmented. I love the color combos with the oranges and reds and the blues, and so this is one of my favorites. But I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the look, the palette, swatches, everything down in the comments down below. How does this look compare to the look from yesterday? We're gonna see how the rest of the looks for the rest of the week go. Tomorrow I am already super excited about because it's another color story that I just cannot wait to use. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did not. Let me know either way, as we always do on here. And if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would sure love it if you would come join my family here on YouTube. We talk about indie brands, lots of colorful makeup. We do all of the swatches all the time. And so if that sounds like fun to you, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button. Come join us in the comments down below. And other than that, you guys just go have a good one.